Hi. So you found a new relationship with essential oils and you want to know a little bit more about it? Or maybe you're reactivating your love for essential oils and you want to know a little bit more about them. Or maybe you just plain love essential oils. Today we're going to be talking about this is our third day of tips of information about essential oils, and we're going to be talking about working with essential oils and what are some of the safety precautions or some of the information that you can work with that can help you as you're working with essential oils and help you get the most out of them. It'll help you be able to maybe use them in a way that you never thought to use them before, or things that you need to use as precautions that you never thought about before. I'm going to share that with you today. I'm going to share that information with you today. You might want to take some notes, or you might want to really make sure you take some mental notes, especially if you work with essential oils on a regular basis. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Some points to remember. Number one is that essential oils are not, I repeat, they are not water soluble. Like I told you before in the video one, I was making salsa and I'd been cutting up jalapenos and I forgot and I'd only washed my hands, and then when I went to take my contacts out, woo-wee! Because of the oil that was still left in my skin, it was causing a problem. It caused so much pain and the skin sensitivity. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. And when I called the emergency room, they told me, oh, just keep rinsing it with water. That was doing nothing but making it worse, making it get hotter and hotter and hotter and spreading. And it was when I finally got to remembering the knowledge of with an essential oil, you can turn off the hot or the fire by using a cream, by using some other oil base. And so what I had done at the time was I just grabbed some butter out of the butter jar and just applied it and put it on, and that put the burn out. So remember, essential oils, number one, are not water soluble. You need to have something that's of an oil base to help put that fire out. Number two, when adding essential oils to bath water, you want to put them in there maybe for the essence of them, or maybe you want to put them in to help you calm and relax. You want to be very careful because remember we said oils are not water soluble. They're going to lay on top of the water. So if you go to sit down and you sit on that, they're going to get hot from the heat that's in the temperature of the bathtub, and because it's an oil, it's going to get hotter, and hence you can burn your skin or your child's skin if you add an oil to a child's bath. So you want to be very careful. Those oils absorb the heat from the water and magnify the heat, but their chemical compound, boom, you can burn yourself. So always remember, if you're going to add oils to a bath, put the oils in after you have gotten in the water. Make sure you stir it up good so you don't have little hot oil slicks in your tub. Those are just some precautionary things to keep in mind. Number three, do not use peppermint oil close to the throat, as it can cause muscle spasms and it can cut off breathing, and especially in children under 30 months of age. So you want to be really careful when you're using essential oils around children, and especially if it's an oil that has an adulterant added to it, it can actually, that perfumey can really have some really strong, heavy allergic type reactions to it. Number four, keep your oils in a cool place in a blue or darker colored glass container. This will keep them from becoming affected by the environment and will keep them of an impeccable quality. You don't want to put them in plastic because the oils, being a chemical, like we've talked about numerous times, those oils can then be absorbed into that plastic, and or they can draw some of those chemicals out of the plastic and become tainted or intolerant to their perfect space, their perfect chemical balance. So always hold your oils in a glass container, not in plastic. It was comical one time, we weren't thinking, and a couple of us were mixing up a couple blends, and we had some extra, and we grabbed a styrofoam cup and had just set it on the counter real quick and put a little bit of that extra oil in there, going to then move it from there into another container. And it was comical because within that seconds of time, that oil actually reacted with the makeup of the styrofoam cup, and it began to actually eat the cup. And so, lesson learned. Always keep your oils in a glass container. Darker the color, the blues, they work really well, and it helps protect it from the environment. Number 5, do not touch the end of your bottle or dispenser when you're using an oil, because it contaminates the entire bottle. When you put your finger on the end of it and do this, you have contaminated that essential oil, because you now have the bacteria that was on your hand has gone on to that little stopper at the top, and it has now been absorbed down into the bottle. Don't ever touch the end of an essential oil. Always shake that oil out. Or use a dropper. Make sure it's a clean dropper. Make sure it's not one that's been contaminated. And you can do it that way as well. All right, I'm April, and I'm a certified essential oil practitioner and blender, and I am the owner of Solterra Essences, and we have had this company now since the early 2000s. I was an essential oil practitioner long before that, but that's when we officially had opened our business, Solterra, S-O-L-T-A-R-A, Essences, and we started this company with the desire to help provide for mankind and for everyone a good, clean, essential oil that doesn't have to be bought through a multi-level marketing, but can actually be used as a medicinal, be used for your well-being, be used to provide for you the highest quality essential oil that's out there. And you know, we have been creating essential oils and blending and making blends, like I said, for a number of years. And our company has been officially a company since the early 2000s. But I've been a practitioner for many years prior to that, and actually got my certification prior to that to be an essential oil practitioner. Let's go back to our list. Number 6: keep the lids on the oils when storing it so they don't get contaminants. Airborne contaminants within them. Number 7, when using essential oils, you'll always want to have a carrier oil handy just to stop any type of chemical reactions like we talked about. Have a hand cream, have some kind of lotion, something handy that if you need it, you've got it. And if by some rare, horrible chance some child picks up, say, a cinnamon, and they put it in their mouth, and all of a sudden their mouth is on fire, and they're just like, oh my gosh, because phenol, it's a phenol, and they're going to be hot, and it's going to burn that child's mouth. If you have to take a bottle of olive oil and put some in their mouth, put some type of other oil or other cream that's going to help use as a carrier to put that fire out. Number 8, always look for the certification that it is 100% pure. And I know that that's really hard to trust. You just have to kind of learn for what you're looking for and what you're learning to smell and that type of thing. Number 9, when infusing your own essential oils, it's good to use that then becomes a recreational grade oil, and it's from your own plant, it's from your own quality within, you know, you can do it with pride. And there's a number of ways that you can infuse your own essential oils. You cannot market that as a pure essential oil. And there's a lot of different steps, and it's a lot of work in order to get a really good, clean essential oil. And even some of the biggest companies out there are pushing it beyond it being that pure and that solid oil. When using your, number 10, when using your oil, remember it is a gift from the earth and the universe. Have fun with them and enjoy them, and let them improve the quality of your life. I teach a number of classes on essential oils, and one of this particular little bit of information I shared with you came from the introductory class I have on essential oils. We have other oils all the way up to certification to become an essential oil practitioner. And we teach it right down to even understanding the chemical compounds within the oils so that you can use them and not just be dangerous. But it's something you can do, and it's something you can enjoy and love just as much as we do. If you'd like to know a little bit more about our classes, our website is solteraessences.com. That's S as in Sam, OLT as in Tom, ARAESSENCES.com. And you can email us at solteraessences@yahoo.com. Until next time, have a great day.